What is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pixel Partners here, and welcome back to Danganronpa V3. When we left off, surprise kill, surprise blood spill.
Yeah.
Chaos has ensued. The seance was happening. Of course, that was going to go wrong. And so now, Tenko has been murdered.
She's been murdered.
And we have a secondary investigation on our hands, even though...
And it could be the same person who killed Angie, or apparently it could not be.
It can be someone else entirely. And if it is
someone else, they're not going to get punished for it.
Yes.
Which is pretty messed up.
And I mean, the complication right now that we have to investigate is the fact of Tenko's body getting stabbed in the back of the neck when the giant cage was all around it. So, we're gonna figure out how that happened.
And my sun is shining over there.
He's shining bright, like a diamond, you would say.
Oh my god.
But I had a small thought. I don't know if it's gonna go anywhere, but I was thinking that maybe... I don't know where my train of thought went for a little bit. Hang on, I'm regaining my composure. That maybe...
Regaining?
I'm great with words and stuff. Maybe Tenko is the one who murdered Angie, because I mean, it kind of fit the bill. You know, she didn't want the whole ritual to happen. She had access to the room because she was part of the student council. And, you know, maybe the person that murdered Tenko will get away with it, but I have no idea. But you know what? We might as well figure out answers before we can... Yes?
If Tenko murdered Angie, why would she volunteer to be like, hey, yeah, I'll let Angie talk through me? You didn't think about that, did you?
No, not at all. I'll just pretend that she was confident that there was no such thing as ghosts.
No,
so I have no idea.
I don't think Tenko did
Smoogie,
it.
help solve this problem for me.
I said things that made Tenko look suspicious, and now this? I'm sorry, Tenko.
Stop it.
Cry later.
Damn.
Huh?
Because
Crying won't bring Tenko back, and if we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too.
okay.
She's got a
find the
point.
truth and pin down the culprit for Tenko and all of us.
I guess.
That solved you real quick.
You're right. Tenko would want us to figure it out so she'd have no regrets. That would be the best way to apologize.
Exactly.
It got real deep.
And now we have dog statue. Let's see if there's anything tricky about this fucking thing.
Yeah.
This is the wooden dog statue. Wait, what the...
What?
Is that blood on the wall that's got writing on it?
Oh.
We'll look at that in a second because I looked at the dog because I didn't even see that. It's a wooden dog statue used in the seance. I believe it's called the dog god. During the seance, this wooden statue was on top of the cage. It took 4 of us to remove it.
This wooden statue is pretty heavy.
If I remember correctly...
You said it was about 175 pounds. It's about the weight of 2 girls.
What?
What do you know about girls? Have you even touched one besides your mother?
Damn. What?
I'm kidding.
Anyway.
Is this...
If this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko wouldn't have been able to get out easily.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right about that. That didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. Okay, that'll probably be for the fact of like no one could have lifted the blanket or the cage or anything. Well,
I think
guess
that's just because of the spooky atmosphere, because it's written in Japanese.
Yeah, I guess it's not important.
Nope.
I thought it would have been interesting, but hey, white cloth. Anything magical about the cloth? It's the white sheet we used for the seance. This was placed on top of the cage. Kia was the one who removed it and put it there.
Yep.
Is this...
This cloth is pretty thick. It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque. And on the back... Look, there's a bloodstain on it, right around the middle of the sheet.
But no hole in the fabric. Which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through this cloth.
Okay.
She was stabbed well underneath the cloth.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay.
I'm gonna skip Mikey for a second just so that we can look at
Yeah.
the... Stop.
Oh my god.
Oh, we can't even look at the cage. We'll probably do it when we go to her body.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's talk to Maki then.
Well...
Huh.
Do these floorboards seem a little unstable to you? They're tough to walk on.
Floorboards aren't nailed down, they're just lying on top of cross pieces. That's what Gonta told me. That's probably the reason they're a little unstable.
They've only been laid on top. That's why they're unstable.
Well,
Well, the boards are fairly thick and sturdy. Can't imagine they'd come loose easily.
Is this?
But if someone wanted to remove a floorboard, they could easily do so, right?
okay.
Yes, I suppose.
I guess there's a hole in the corner? Yeah.
Well, I know there was one in the other room, but...
No, it's one of the things. You gotta look at it.
Oh, okay. There's a small opening in the corner of the room. Doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still.
Is this?
A hole. Looks like there's space under here, too. Oh, hold on. I can see something below. Looks like something dropped down there.
What? Something dropped down there? Is it a murder weapon?
After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for ourselves?
Sounds like there's gonna be a
Okay.
murder weapon down there.
A worder weapon?
Huh. Okay, that might complicate things.
Somebody
Alright.
was in that corner. Who was it?
in
I don't
that
remember.
corner.
Yeah.
In that corner, I believe that was Himiko.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that Kyo went to the back right corner, and then we had Kokichi over here in this one while we stood in the back left corner. Shit. Okay. I'll just keep talking to people before we go to the body. We'll check the body last. Hey, you okay?
Hey!
Himiko! Hey, Himiko! Be strong, Himiko!
Wait.
Gunta, if you shake Himiko that much, she's going to break. Oh, God.
But she no talking. It's like Himiko not even here.
Like I thought.
She must have been really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, okay. Himiko. Hey, Gonta. You're doing your best, man. I appreciate it. First Angie, then Tenko.
How can this be?
Gonta's so ashamed. Why Gonta no could protect friends?
Because you're not a superhero.
Hey, Kibo, thanks for the light.
Son!
to me.
Leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
You're doing great,
Thanks.
son.
You're doing great work.
Are you winning, son?
How you feeling about how this went down,
Cannot
Kyo?
be.
Yeah, you're a little
Whoa.
upset. Why? Why did this?
I knew it.
Kyo, I know the murder was pretty shocking.
But of course.
Of course, I am shocked about that as well. But why did the seance
Oh my
fail?
God. Really?
You performed all the steps flawlessly. Seems more concerned by that than the murder. I mean,
yes.
it didn't work because Tenko died, but... Oh, if we performed the cage child again and summoned Tenko's spirit this time...
Stupid.
Cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance?
I see, yes.
True, it may be best if we move past what happened to know why the seance failed.
Is that so?
Whatever. Just hurry up.
There's that look again. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle so her head touched the marker stone. Then Shuichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. And after that, I placed the white cloth over the cage. Then all four of us placed the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. Afterwards, we stood in the four corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles. Yeah, Himiko was in that back corner.
Himiko.
I don't know why I put the emphasis there. Finally, we all sang the cage child song.
It was horrible.
The seance should have been complete, but...
Ah,
now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song.
Oh no.
They're skipping the song part.
Yeah,
That was that's a heavy fucking sound.
It sounded like someone, like, bowling a strike.
On cinder blocks.
Yeah.
Alright, we can skip past that. It is a mystery to me as well. I thought perhaps someone may have tripped, perhaps. That was a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something.
What do you mean?
And then what happened?
yes.
We all called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. And then we removed all the items from within the magic circle in the opposite order. First, all four of us removed the dog god statue. Next, I took off the white cloth, and then... Himiko ran over to the cage, and the moment she lifted it, that's you.
Oh, yeah. Then it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance.
No.
But would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, yes?
Then when was she killed?
Well, that's...
Well, yes, that is a problem.
I see, yes.
There is another problem,
How?
and that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out.
Perhaps.
Maybe someone moved from their corner? Did someone else sneak in here?
What's the point?
Obviously, since this seance was clearly a sham. Uh-oh.
Maki never was one to pull her punches. Don't be the next target. Come on now. Let's keep it civil here. Alright, Miu, what you gotta say about all this? Oh, that's...
This investigation is over and shut, and it's all thanks to me for giving Kibo his new function. Now then, Kung Fu's killer is obviously one of you stupid assholes who signed up to do this bullshit seance in the first place.
No.
No, not necessarily.
Huh? Seriously? This seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her. How could someone who wasn't in the room kill her?
Could it be...
So you believe that Tenko was killed during the seance?
Fucking moron!
There's no other possibility, shit for brains. God, you don't even know that?
Alright.
Charming as ever.
It is true that Tenko was alive before the seance began. This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it'll be Angie speaking through you.
Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over.
I said shut your mouth! Tenko answered Kyo, so at that point, she was most certainly alive. But when the candles were relit,
Not anymore.
most certainly not. She had already been killed. Is she laying on something? I think I've noticed that a couple times when it does the zoom, and we'll see when we look at her body. But
Yeah, there's like a hole in the floor.
that means she was killed in the dark, I'm positive. What time exactly was Tenko killed after the candles were blown out? That may be an important point of this case. Alright, go Kiji!
Oh, man.
Man, what a lame function. Should have made him like a transformer or something. Yeah, that's just the
Yeah,
same
okay.
line from before.
Alright.
Also, the ruined magic circle. Did I have to say anything about that? This magic circle Kyo drew on the floor. Well, at least it was.
Dear.
It's been completely stomped over. I suppose it was unavoidable.
Well,
Was this drawn with salt?
Yes.
Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
what?
Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I have performed many successful seances. Why, I've even had spirits into my body.
I'm right already.
Shut up. I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions.
Maki really doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing, actually. In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original circle.
So what?
We'll find out in Kyo's lab. It should be written in the Cage Dog Village document.
Hey,
Isn't that right, Kyo?
Seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense. He was really looking forward to this.
Yeah, he was.
It's actually important.
Huh.
Go and look at that bullet, just see what it's... I always hit the wrong button. There we go. Just to see... Salts are those drawn with... magic sword drawn with salt. Drawn on the floor of the room. Where after I found the magic sword was trampled on, that made it impossible to check the original shape. Weird.
Okay.
Huh. Right, keep that in mind. And now, it's Tenko's body time. That board was
Yep.
definitely moved. Also, the iron cage. Is the cage used in the seance?
is this?
Looks to be around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage.
That it
Okay.
is. Big enough for a person to fit inside. During the seance, Kokichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But it was Himiko who rushed in and removed the cage first.
Hey,
Look at this.
is this?
A bloodstain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah?
That's true.
Yes, I imagine so. This splatter must have been made when she was killed.
What do you mean?
Which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage.
Okay.
I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance.
See, look. It's
Yeah.
straight up hole there.
Yeah, it looks a lot different in the way that we have it now,
Yeah.
but the way it is there, it's like the board just straight up is not covering the hole.
Nope.
When the cage was lifted after the seance, she was already dead.
Then
If she was stabbed right when the cage was lifted, that would explain this bloodstain, right?
Huh?
Huh? Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted. That is a possibility. And I saw the blood before the curtain was even removed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's look at the rock. Oh my god, I can look at the marker stone. There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be... Please search your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here.
It's just a stone they brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
Certainly, it is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
Like this?
Tenko had her forehead on this rock hunched over. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. Okay. Alright, let's look at the body. Tenko's dead body. She took her last breath crouched over like this. According to Monokuma Fire, her only injury is a stab wound to her neck. This wound was fatal. Must have caused instant death. I didn't hear a scream during the seance.
No, nothing.
Wait.
Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over.
If you don't scream in pain just because of that, that's dedication right there.
Yeah.
Did Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain?
nope.
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
Huh?
What do you mean?
What's the point?
You were concerned about that, right?
Okay.
With a wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die.
You're speaking from experience?
That's obvious.
Of course. Quick deaths are my specialty.
Well, then that makes sense.
By the way,
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around.
It's probably going to be under the floor. Right, I don't see any obvious murder weapon. That could be a clue. Alright, can we look at the board?
Crooked
floor-
floorboard.
Oh, it's just more Tenko's body. I was looking at crooked floorboard. This floorboard is loose. And it's the only one, it's the one right under Tenko.
why?
Why is this floorboard loose?
If I remember correctly,
It wasn't like this before. Must have come loose during the seance.
Why?
Why would it come loose during the seance?
but
A floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. Then someone must have loosened it on purpose.
Yep.
Huh.
hey,
Maki, we finished investigating up here. Perhaps we should check under the floor?
By the way,
Seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for light?
You said light?
that's
Sun!
Let's bring a candle.
Oh.
With Kibo's light from up here, that should be fine.
okay.
Oh, true. It'll go down.
True,
Then
I
I'll go get a
suppose.
candle. Remove that floorboard so we can go down.
okay.
Would have been a perfect use for Kibo to hang out with us, but okay, fine, got it. Pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole under the floor.
Whoa.
It's a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move it. You can move pretty easily on all fours.
This looks familiar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's look around for clues.
Well,
It'd look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around in this dusty place.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a... okay.
Whoa.
So I was gonna think earlier if the rooms were connected, that's gonna go to one of the other... So someone outside could have crawled through the floor in here.
That could have been the sound.
That's actually a great possibility. Also, we see the weapon. Ironically, when we were talking,
Oh.
we were talking in the car before recording any of this about like how this could have happened, and I was saying how it probably came through the floor, and you're like, "What did they do to get to the back of her neck? Use a fucking sickle?"
And
And there's a sickle over here, so
because I was like,
that's perfect.
Because I was like, it had to be something curved, otherwise they wouldn't be able to do it. And
That could possibly explain
Wow,
it. So let's look at the bloody sickle to get the murder weapon here.
I called this.
There's a sickle here. And
I
there's blood all over it.
I never thought I would call a murder weapon out of just pure exasperation.
Yeah. The blood on this sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
is this?
This came from my research lab.
Huh?
It did.
Well,
A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality, and you can hide it under your clothes too.
Well,
If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches.
That's right.
And since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself.
But
But even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck?
That's true.
The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tenko's posture. But I don't think it's impossible.
And her posture is the question.
Hey,
If the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
that's true.
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle onto the floor in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible.
The latter is probably the case.
Yeah.
I was right.
Yeah. This also caught my eye as the random blood stain over here.
Dried blood.
Yeah, because I noticed it was separated from everything here, and it actually...
The hell?
Is that... Grand, that's not
a cut cross piece?
There was some...
There was some
There
premeditation
was some thought
happening.
put into this. Hang on, so... Bloodstain. Blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboards. Fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's. It's still dripping from her body up top.
Yeah.
And that doesn't matter. But
We've never seen that before, I don't think.
No, because we've never
Blood
had...
that fresh.
No, because this literally just happened, technically.
Yeah.
A cut cross piece. Huh. Look, part of the cross piece that supports the floorboard is cut off.
that's true.
It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion missing is about the same width, too.
And from what I can see of it,
That's true.
it wasn't broken off naturally. This was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is, why?
To be able to move that board.
Yeah.
Another cross piece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing.
Then,
So what purpose did this serve?
The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the cross piece supporting has been cut. If the culprit did all of this, then why? And then the dried blood. There's a blood stain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. But that's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping down.
Yeah.
It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why is there blood here?
hey,
The back of this floorboard has blood on it, too.
You're right, there's a little bit of blood on the underside of this floorboard.
what do you mean?
Did Tenko's blood splatter here when she got killed?
That's true.
I wonder, I can't really be sure yet.
Okay.
These bloodstains here are completely dry.
I wonder if that's Angie's.
That's what I was going to say. This is where Angie was murdered.
Huh.
And that might solve the fact of the forehead blood that was old. That might have been
This might be from her forehead.
because that wound would have been older and maybe potentially was sealed up somehow or healed a little bit. And then the back of the neck wound is
Well, it's
the
probably
killing
covered by
blow
that
from
duct
something
tape
else.
with her hair on it.
Maybe.
Because it was a deep cut.
You'll see some reasons these particular stains are dry. But yeah, I definitely think it's a situation that Angie was actually killed probably in the room up there.
Yeah,
And someone
in
went
the
to,
same room.
Someone did that to flip the floorboard over to hide the blood stain originally. Which is why that's dried down there. Because that's old blood. It's not Tenko's, which can
No.
only leave Angie's. Huh. Well, fuck. It's so weird.
Now that's probably the crash sound that was heard.
Some of the wood is corroded and is broken off, so you can see into the next room.
Hey,
This is the wall of the empty room, right? Looks like there's no wood along the wall. This part is rotted away.
It looks like a natural rot. This hole
Oh,
wasn't made
okay, never
intentionally.
mind.
Okay. But I can get into the next room through here.
that's true.
If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right?
Yep.
And the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
No.
True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did it right because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black.
That
Might make it
rhymed.
impossible to move around in there.
Nope.
Then they could have used a light like we're doing right now.
Well,
True. They used the light to move around under the floor? Is that possible? Let me finish investigating here.
If they used a light, we would have like seen
that
it
alright?
coming
That's
from
what
the
I was thinking
floorboards.
before.
Yeah.
But, Maki, you want to head back up?
Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust.
I want to know who recommended using the middle room, because someone said use the middle seance room, but I can't remember who it was. And that was too far back to check through the
Was it
text
Himiko?
scroll. I don't think so. I can't remember. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back. Not our floorboards. They're not ours. And we're returned to our investigation.
I just realized something.
Yes.
Oh no.
Are you realizing something that I was thinking but was too afraid to say in front of you?
Would Kibo need a light?
Even if Kibo didn't need a light, Kibo has a light.
Yeah.
Kibo was also
He was in
Maki's room in the first free time.
When we were trying to
saying he was busy
oh,
trying
no.
to do things. Trust me, I thought of it, but I was too afraid to say it.
Maki is me right now.
It's like, no, this can't be right. No, this can't be.
No, that's wrong.
Alright, oops, I didn't mean to hit that. Alright, you don't have to say Das, that's right.
We've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Because
If Angie and Tenko have different killers and the Blacken we need to vote for is...
You're right.
The culprit for the first murder. The culprit who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma said.
then
So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's?
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
But
This is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of the two who died, we need to reveal the truth of both their deaths.
Well, I understand why you feel that way. But if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry.
Yeah,
Because we only have so much time.
let's get out of here then. When it came to the hallway, it seemed more surprising than I could ever imagine.
Is someone else dead?
I hope not. The only person that was outside technically was Kaido, I believe, because he was too afraid. Everyone else was inside. It was just Kaido. On his own.
What?
Wait, no! What? No! Wait, how? Wait, I swear you... What?
Oh
You
my god,
fucking
you idiot!
Asshole! Oh my god! I'm holding a button on my control. No, I'm
that's wrong.
It's wrong, son. You fucking asshole. Oh, it's real funny, huh? That's real funny. Yeah, I'm looking at his fucking face. Son,
Look at his lines!
he's been watching too many fucking Logan Paul videos or some shit. You're grounded, son. Unacceptable behavior.
Oh, that's funny.
I had a fucking crisis.
He gave you a heart
I
attack.
had a crisis. I don't know if that was apparent to you, but I
Oh,
had a
it
crisis.
Did you read his lines?
I
Not
haven't
out
read-
loud.
I haven't even.
but
I haven't even looked at it.
Look at it. Look what he's saying to you.
Did I surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror?
Huh?
What are you doing, son? Don't look at me like that.
Oh?
Oh, sorry. I'm just a little hated from blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood.
Why?
What?
Okay, so what are you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. Then suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard.
Huh?
You hit
You
your
stepped
head?
through the floorboard?
that's so mean.
Jeez, that got me good. Because this, I tripped and fell pretty hard.
Got a
Are
minute?
you okay? If you're going to lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything.
My son needs first aid. Oh, sorry, my bad. I guess there was no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kind of stepped through. Oh, what bad luck. Crosspiece was gone? Does that mean... You're shitting me! I have more to... No!
We're not done!
We're not done! You asshole!
Confidence, dreams. That's what the killing game is all about. Killing game fans, hold your head high and watch with your own two eyes. Baseball, soccer, mobile games. They're all nothing compared to the killing game.
Christ.
The killing game just can't be beat. Behold, students, the entrance to the trial grounds.
Man, you would love Squid Game.
He's like, now that's my kind of game.
I guess time's up.
Shit.
Oh.
Oh man, it's because of you guys. I didn't have enough time to check something.
Huh?
What were you trying to check?
See?
Wanted to re-research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. But unfortunately,
Man.
couldn't find anything that could be used as a clue. Geo perfectly reenacted the seance as what was written in the document. He drew his magic circle the exact same way as in the picture. Not only that, he used the same exact tools too. Nothing suspicious about this whole thing. I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later.
Oh god,
At
no.
the class trial, so see you there. Don't die
are you
of blood loss. Kokichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit.
Oh no.
My dude literally fell through the floor and bashed his head on a floorboard. Whoever this killer is, I'ma fuck him up. They hurt my son.
I thought it was a prank at first because he just looked up and said, "It's a lie."
Well, he did prank it, because I'm pretty sure, well...
No, he
did-
fell.
yeah, he just kind of fell, but then... Oh, God, they pranked me real good, I tell you what. Son of a bitch.
They even used the art style and everything when they find a body.
They went full-on animation, so I was
Yep.
like, you're fucking joking. I was about to throw hands with this game.
To hear that weird, eerie sound clip play.
Yes. Let's go to...
That's true.
Yeah, okay.
Is Maki nervous? I see. So even she gets nervous sometimes.
Do you want to die?
What are you staring at? Do you want to die?
I'd rather not. Well,
She's probably nervous because this is the first trial that's happening where everyone knows that she's the ultimate assassin.
that also sucks.
That's probably why she's nervous. She's like, "Oh, great! They're all gonna incriminate me because I know how to kill people, right?"
Yeah. Well,
Poor Muck.
even though there are things we're still going to investigate, like I was thinking of going to the next room too, since we knew the hole in the floor and everything.
We can't
But
go in there, can
between
we?
No, because it's just going to
Try.
go to the trial grounds.
No.
We need to head to the yeah, we can't do any investigating. It's stopping us, so I guess it's time to start the trial of Angie, and not really Tenko unless it's important. Next time.
Someone get Kokichi a bandage.
Someone get him some milk. He needs some milk.
He needs some milk.
And a band-aid. Or a few. He probably needs a few with that
I
much
said
blood.
a bandage. Just
He-
wrap it around.
Oh, God.